I hope it's recording. Yes, hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm really just hoping and praying that you can see my face and my hands while I'm talking because I'm tall, so it's hard for me to see where my viewfinder is. But today I am going to do the this and that Lush tag challenge. So I'm going to be doing the this or that Lush challenge tag. Whatever. Okay, you guys get the point. So I wasn't really tagged by anybody I personally know, but when Gwen in real life did it, she said she tagged all of her subscribers, so I'm going to count that. And in return, I will be tagging all of you who are watching, as well as all of my former coworkers from Lush. So if you are interested in seeing what I would choose between this or that on my Lush tag, then please keep watching. If you don't like me, you can just not watch this video because no one's holding a gun to your head. Bye. Oh, okay. So for everybody who's still here, also a quick note right before I get started, I wanted to just mention I've been getting a couple of comments from people who I know in person and who I've seen recently saying stuff about how good my skin looks and stuff, and I really don't like the way that media can make us feel like we are the freaks because we're, less attractive or whatever. So I wanted to film myself. I'm not necessarily having a bad day, but it's like I've got some weird hair stuff going on. I'm breaking out, and I feel like I'm not really necessarily looking my best. So I hope that this is a very real video, and at least I can say that it lives up to my morals of not necessarily, showing this like picture perfect image to the world, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's get started with my this or that challenge. And I will be just kind of answering the questions in whatever order. I just copied them down really quickly. So first one, this or that challenge. Oh, that's the title. Okay, so shower gel or shower jellies? Definitely shower gel. I love shower gel. Shower jellies are just not really my thing. I think that they're awesome, but part of it is I gravitate more towards floral fragrances, musky fragrances, bright fragrances, and I like the lemony shower gel, and I like Whoosh a lot. Or sorry, shower jelly, lemony shower jelly. And I like Whoosh a lot, but I don't know, jellies just haven't really. I've never been like, oh my god, I can't wait to try them, or whatever. And I did like the Santa's Belly at Christmas, but I think part of it might just be that I'm really big on texture, and I really, really like the shower gels and shower creams from Lush, and just none of the fragrances in the jellies really appealed to me that much, sorry. So next question, Rose Jam or Snow Fairy? Rose Jam. And I don't even know how this is a question. Like, Rose Jam or Snow Fairy? Like, Rose Jam or Snow Fairy. Like, Snow Fairy's gross. If you're over the age of 12, no, you don't need it. Okay, maybe if you're 13. But Snow Fairy just has like a very, very powerful, sweet bubblegum smell. And I feel like when I was a lot younger, I would have probably loved it. But be it as it is, I'm not younger, and it's just not really my thing. I know a lot of people are like addicted to Snow Fairy. It's sort of like a cult classic. I'm not part of the cult. Rose Jam all the way. Rose Jam is one of my favorite fragrances ever on the planet. I just think it's so fresh. I love roses, and other than the Lush rose one, it's very, very difficult to find rose that doesn't smell like old lady scent, if that makes sense. It just often smells like overly perfumed and processed, and the Lush one just smells like Rose came up in 2017 and she was like, hey girl, let's go to brunch, and afterwards let's go on the women's marches, and then maybe like let's stalk some people on Facebook. Cool, awesome, all right. Like, I don't know, that was just me goofing out, but Rose Jam all the way. Okay, next question, Big or Curly Wurly? Curly Wurly between the two, if I had to pick between Big or Curly Wurly, but neither of those are my favorite shampoos from Lush. I really like New and I like Godiva, which are bars, so I feel a little bit better about that. Next one, solid or liquid shampoo / conditioner. So for the shampoos, obviously I kind of just answered that. I prefer solids just because they're so cute. I love that it's so unique. It's better for the environment. They're so easy to take around. And I do have Jungle, which is one of Lush's solid conditioners. I like the smell of it. I don't love it. And it was enough to get me through vacation without my hair, being crazy. Because my hair without conditioner is like a red afro. It's so it's weird looking and it just takes up so much volume. So I like Jungle, but I wish that they had one that was super, super moisturizing. So definitely Solid, I guess, because I don't really use, yeah, Solid all the way. Sorry, I just trailed off there. Okay, and then Brightside or the Comforter. Again, how are these even questions? Brightside, all the way. I love Brightside, and the Comforter, like, it's very visually appealing, but it's just not my thing. Again, it's super sweet, and I'm just not into the sweet smells. So if it's your thing, you can love it as much as you want, but this is my opinion, so you can talk about how much you love it on your tag. All right, so Ocean Salt or Angels on Bare Skin? Angels on Bare Skin, all the way. I use it all the time. When I don't use Angels on Bare Skin, I have a very difficult time finding that right blend between exfoliating. Other exfoliators are often either too abrasive or they are just not quite making the cut because they will be so overly gentle that it's kind of like a waste. So Angels on Bare Skin, I also find that the lavender in it and everything leaves my skin very fresh looking, but also very balanced. And I've worked really, really hard to balance my skin out. For those of you who don't know, I have combination skin. So that means that I have an oily T-zone, and then right here, it's super dry. So trying to balance those and find kind of the happy medium for my oily spots and then for my dry spots as well. Took many, many years, and Angels on Bare Skin is definitely one of the things that have helped with that. So I will take Angels on Bare Skin over Ocean Salt any day of the week. And yes, I have used it as a whole body scrub before. So, and then Toothy tabs or lip scrubs. Ooh, okay. Toothy tabs or lip scrubs. That one's actually really hard because I love Toothy tabs. And I know that I'm not necessarily with the popular vote on this one. A lot of people don't really like Toothy tabs. And I get that because when I first tried Toothy tabs, they're different. They're definitely very different. And the aftertaste, especially if you don't fully, like if you just chew on it and spit it out, you don't brush, sometimes it can feel really bitter. And I really don't, there's a Toothy tab called Oral Pleasure, and I really don't like that one. Hilarious name for a Toothy tab, but it just doesn't taste good to me, which I was really surprised by. So between Toothy tabs and lip scrubs, I mean, I'm going to use a lip scrub tonight because I've got some weird texture going on my lips right now. So I guess, okay, I'm going to vote for Toothy tabs just because I love them and I'm addicted. Bling is the golden one, and that's my favorite Toothy tab. I also really like Miles of Smiles. But I have a feeling I'm going to regret that. Like, if there was a world where, you know, one of them was going to be discontinued and I could choose between the two, this would be an impossible choice. Their lip scrubs are really awesome. So, okay, just let's move on to the next question. Okay, Retro Lush or Seasonal Lush? All right, so I don't feel like I'm fully qualified to answer that because I've been a Lush fan for many, many years, but I didn't get to experience a lot of the Retro Lush stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for seasonal, even though, like, take it with a grain of salt, because I've never tried really a lot of retro Lush stuff. The things that I have smelled and tried and worn and used, either because friends had them or because I, you know, saw them in store or, you know, I saw them on, like, a YouTube review or on Instagram or something, I have thought they were appealing, but I haven't really tried enough of them to be like, oh, definitely this. So I love seasonal, so I'm going to go with seasonal products from Lush, just because there are certain things from each of their seasonal collection that I get really hyped up about and that I love. So at Christmas time, it's Rose Jam everything, and then this year I really liked the Twilight, oh my gosh, words, the Twilight lotion. That was really, really nice. So it's called Sleepy, and I used it all the time. I only have like this much left, and I got the big size. And then at Easter, I really love the Golden Egg Bath Bomb Bubble Bar. I don't think I'm saying the name correctly, but it's both. And like it makes your entire bath like beautiful and gold and shimmery. So I will probably buy as many of them as I can afford this year to just like stock up. Let's see. Oh, and at Valentine's Day, I really love the everything that has roses in it. This year I love Love Spell. I hope that the Love Spell massage bar comes back next year. I am super addicted. I got 3 this year just to like keep me through 2017, you know. And then like at Mother's Day, I really love all the rose stuff. Mother's Day is my Lush holiday. So I hope my mom isn't watching this because that's what she's getting this year. I love getting my mom stuff from Lush. We have very similar taste in like companies, if that makes sense. We'll like stuff that has morals and values that are both for us, but we have different scents. So my mom likes stuff that's more like citrusy or different from what I like. So it's always really fun to shop for her because I feel, first of all, I'm excited because I'm giving an awesome gift, and second of all, I'm picking out stuff that I know that she'll like or that I think she'll like. And Lush stuff is really luxurious and wonderful, and you know, it all has this great story behind it. So you know, like it benefits different communities, and it's good for the planet, and it's good for people, and then you know, it's good for your skin on top of that. So Mother's Day is an awesome holiday as well because they always have a bunch of really nice rose stuff. So I buy stuff for my mom and for myself. Because I'm a cat mom, okay? That's why. Huh. Okay, next one. Let's see where we. Oh, Honey, I Washed the Kids soap or Rockstar soap. Neither of them are really my favorites. I like them both, but I tend to like more moisturizing soaps. And if it's not gonna be more moisturizing, then it has to have a very powerful scent for me to be interested in it. So I'm gonna go with Honey, I Washed the Kids, even though Rockstar is probably more visually appealing. But I like Honey a lot. I like the smell of it. I like what it does to my hair, my skin, my everything. So I'll go with that one, but just kind of know that it's not like you should go get one of those. Like it's like, man, yeah, I'll do mine. Okay, next question. Lush Kitchen or Lush Oxford Street? Okay, this one is so hard. So when I was watching everybody else's tags on YouTube, I was like, oh my gosh, like Lush Oxford Street, obviously. Like that's going to be, you know, the one that I really want. Because everything that I see that anybody who goes to the UK or who lives in the UK and like posts about on Instagram or something from Lush Oxford Street, I'm like, oh my god, I want that. That's so nice. And I feel like Lush a lot is always posting a bunch of stuff from Oxford Street, and I'm like, oh my god, I need 10 of those, clearly. But now that I've thought about it and reasoned with myself, I think I'm going to pick the kitchen just because the kitchen will bring back retro stuff. So that's really cool for people like me who didn't get to try some of it. They didn't have a Lush store in my area until I was, I think, like a late teenager. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been there, but I've lived in Austin, Texas my whole life, and we didn't used to have a Lush store. So I was relying on people to buy me stuff as a teenager, and that, you know, you guys know how that game goes. So I think I'm going to pick the kitchen. Also, I like that I can order things that are, you know, kind of being experimented on and that aren't necessarily out there yet. It's sort of like getting the seasonal stuff, but just per week. But the thing about the kitchen that I don't like is that you can't get it over and over again. So if you find something and you really like it, then, you know, you're SOL. So maybe I will pick Oxford Street just because I love to be able to repurchase stuff. And with Lush things, you know, when I fall in love with a product, it's like commitment. Like we're married, and I'm gonna stick it out with this bitch. Like I love it, you know. So like Angels on Bare Skin, I'm so spoiled. I can't live without that. Full of Grace, like I could go on and on, but their products, like I just can't live without. They are my ride or die. So moving on. Each Peach and Two's a Pear or Strawberry Fields Forever. So both of those are massage bars, and I love massage bars. For me, I would have to say Strawberry Fields Forever just because I love hibiscus, and I think that Lush is the only company that has created a strawberry scented product, and this goes across the board for all of their products, that actually smells like strawberry. There's so many companies like Bath and Body Works that have a strawberry note or have strawberry in one of their products, and it just doesn't smell like strawberry. So when you open fresh strawberries or you bite into a strawberry and you taste it and then you can smell it, it smells so fresh and tangy while also sweet. And I feel like Lush is the closest at getting to that actual strawberry smell, probably because they use actual strawberries and make it a strawberry scent. So I'm gonna pick that one. Also, it's so cute. Like it's shaped like a little strawberry heart, basically, or that's what it looks like to me at least. So I like that, and I always like the ones that have texture on it. So I'm gonna pick that one, but Each Peach and Two's a Pear is nice as well. It's just for me, I like flavors that are a little bit stronger. So that one's just I like that one though. Like I would buy that one. Okay, Dream Cream or Sympathy for the skin. So both of those are really moisturizing lotions. and this is an impossible question to answer. So I love Dream Cream. It smells so good. And during winter, when my skin is like freakishly chapped for days on end and nothing else will really completely heal it, Dream Cream is absolutely amazing. I love putting it on at bedtime and just smelling. There's chamomile in it, which I love the smell of chamomile. And it's just one of those like really soft fragrances that it's almost like a non-fragrance fragrance. Like you can just smell the essential oils in it, if that at all makes sense. So it's just very natural and earthy and herbal, and I love it. But it's also very thick, so I don't really find myself reaching for Dream Cream during the summer usually, which I live in Texas, so it's always summer. So I guess that means I have to go with Sympathy for the skin, which I feel like I'm cheating on Dream Cream for saying that, but I love Sympathy for the skin. It absorbs really quickly into my skin. It smells amazing. I enjoy putting it on. And it's one of those where if I put it on and 10 minutes later I'm dressed and I'm wearing long pants or let's be real, yoga pants, my skin doesn't do anything weird. Whereas some of the thicker creams or like the more moisturizing lotions, sometimes it'll be kind of a weird texture on my skin afterwards. Not necessarily just with Lush lotions either, because also I put on way more lotion than anybody else on the planet. Like, you know, if they tell you like, hey, you should use a dime size amount, I use a quarter. Anyway, so I guess I'll choose Sympathy for the skin. Also, I love the way it smells. It smells like a banana, vanilla, custard cream, ice cream sundae or something. I just love it. It's very sweet, but in a good way. And then the next question is Lush online or Lush stores? I think you guys already know the answer. If you're one of my little fans, then you know the answer already. Definitely Lush stores. You get to interact with the people, which always cheers me up and puts me in a better mood. You get to ask as many questions as you want, and you get to have their suggestions about, you know, oh, hey, have you tried using it for this other use? Or, oh, it goes well with this product, and that kind of thing. Or, hey, like this one's going to be coming back, you know, into stock soon versus, you know, being online. It's just sort of a black hole. It's a void. And I don't have anybody to answer my questions. Also, if you go into Lush stores, you can get samples of things. Now, if they're super busy, don't be a dick and ask for a bunch of samples. But if it's liquid, you can usually get a sample of it. So I like going into the Lush stores because then I'll try something I'd never tried before. And that's how I fell in love with Lord of Misrule, because I just asked, okay, like what is your favorite item currently in the store that you could give me a sample of? Because they were asking if I wanted one. This was before I ever worked there. And so the girl, Megan, gave me Lord Misrule, and I was like, oh, okay, patchouli. I'm just kind of on the fence about that one. And I'm in love. I now have 3 bottles because I make wise decisions with my money. Anyway, so definitely Lush stores. And then the next question is bath bombs or bubble bars? So I'm going to go with bath bombs. Whew, okay. This is a hard one because the bubble bars are really amazing as well, and you get multiple uses out of them, so that's nice. But I love when the bath is aromatherapeutic, when you can see like a little show and everything is turning colors. I love watching it dissolve, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that one. I also really love the bath melts, and those are more affordable. They're just essential oils that are going to moisturize your skin, and I just find that they work more effectively for moisturizing my skin and helping me kind of like chill out. Than just dumping some coconut oil in the bath with me, because the coconut oil just doesn't quite blend and it just doesn't quite soak in. So I do like their bath melts as well. And then last question, Twilight or Intergalactic? So both of those are bath bombs. I'm just going to put my phone down. And that is really hard. So, they both smell good and they both are beautiful. I'm going to go, oh, this is hard. So, okay, I love Twilight. I think it's a beautiful bath bomb. Love the fragrance. But Twilight compared to, say, the scent of unicorn horn, which has neroli and lavender in it, and it's a more lavendery, more herbal smell, whereas Twilight is, you can smell the lavender, but it's very much sweetened up by the ylang ylang in there, ylang ylang, however you prefer to say it. So sometimes it can be overpoweringly sweet for what I'm in the mood for. So I guess I'm going to go with Intergalactic because it's like one of the most beautiful bath bombs, and you really can't go wrong with mint. So thank you guys for watching, and if you would like to see more Lush videos, comment below. And feel free to subscribe and like this video if you want to. It's your life. You do what you want. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!